Hello, and welcome to Just Say It, the podcast that turns beginners into confident English speakers. Each episode brings you real-life conversations, repeat after me practice, and fun cultural tips. Ready to speak up? Let's dive in.
In a world absolutely swimming in texts, DMs, instant messages, here's a thought that might seem a bit old school. Is the voicemail still actually relevant? Or is it just, a digital artifact we're kind of stuck with?
Oh, it's definitely relevant, more than you might think, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it's having a bit of a quiet comeback, partly because of technology. Think about voicemail to text. It's pretty standard now, right?
Sure, I get those all the time.
Exactly. So people aren't always listening anymore. They're reading, scanning it like an email. It makes messages way easier to deal with, search, respond to, whenever it suits you. That's leaving a good message. It's actually a really important professional skill now. It's often overlooked, but it can genuinely boost your response rates and, frankly, how professional you seem.
Okay, so that's our mission for this discussion then. Let's dig into the insights from, a whole stack of sources to help you leave messages that actually connect and get results. Whether you're in sales, job hunting, or just trying to make professional contact work better. We want to show you how to make voicemail work for you. All right, so if voicemail's making this comeback, why does it feel like so many messages just fall flat, like you're shouting into the void?
Yeah, it's frustrating, isn't it? And often, it's because we're making some pretty basic mistakes without even realizing it.
Okay, like what? What are the big ones?
Well, a lot of the common sales voicemail mistakes apply everywhere, really. Probably the biggest one, not customizing the message.
The generic script.
Exactly that. Hi, this is Karen from XYZ company calling about our amazing products. It just screams mass blast.
Delete.
Right. Compare that to, hi, John, this is Karen from XYZ I saw on LinkedIn you're interested in. Whatever it is, that little bit of personalization. It shows you did your homework, you respect their time, you're not just dialing for dollars. It makes your message relevant immediately.
That makes a huge difference. I know I pay more attention when it feels like they actually know who I am.
Precisely. And linked to respecting time is the next big pitfall, making the message too long.
Oh yeah, the rambler.
The consensus is pretty clear. Keep it under 30 seconds, max. People just don't have the patience, especially if they're reading it as text. A long block of text is daunting.
30 seconds. Got it. That's not a lot of time.
It isn't. Which leads to another problem. Sounding like a robot, or unnatural, or even desperate.
How so? Like reading a script too, obviously.
Yeah, that's part of it. Or trying to cram way too much information into those 30 seconds so you sound rushed and maybe a bit frantic. It just comes across as insincere. You want to sound conversational, almost like you're talking to a colleague or a friend, Genuine.
Not like you're reading bullet points off a screen.
Exactly. And sometimes it's subtle things too, like overusing the word I.
Oh, interesting. How does that hurt?
Well, if the message is all I want to tell you about, or I think we can help, it just sounds self-centered. The listener is thinking subconsciously maybe, okay, what's in this for me? You've got to flip it. Focus on them, their needs, what you can do for them.
Focus on the you, not the I. Makes sense.
And one more for this section. Discounting your product or service right away.
Like leading with 50% off.
Yes. It might seem like a good hook, but it often signals a lack of confidence. It devalues what you offer before you've even established its worth. Focus on the benefit, the problem you solve, the value you bring, then talk price later if needed. But what's fascinating is how fixing these things, focusing on the fundamentals, can make such a massive difference.
Okay, let's talk fundamentals then. We know the pitfall, so how do we build a good message? Where do we start?
Well, first things first. Preparation is absolutely key. Don't just pick up the phone and wing it.
Right. Think it through beforehand.
Yeah, think it through. Maybe mentally note your key points. Some sources even suggest writing a quick script, or at least bullet points.
I've heard that practicing helps too. Like calling your own voicemail. Seems a bit weird, but maybe useful.
It's actually incredibly useful. It lets you hear yourself back, catch those awkward pauses, the ums and uhs, see if you're rushing. It's a low-stakes way to polish your delivery.
Okay, I might try that. And what about how you speak during the message itself?
Critically important. Speak clearly and slowly, especially your name and contact info. If you rush, they have to replay it, which is annoying.
Or the voicemail text just butchers it.
Exactly. Enunciate. Think like you're speaking to someone who might be hard of hearing, just nice and clear. And yeah, try to cut out the filler words, the ums, and as much as possible. Practice helps with that.
And I heard something about smiling. Does that actually work?
It sounds a bit cheesy, maybe, but yes, the smile advantage is real. You can often hear a smile in someone's voice. It adds warmth, makes you sound more positive, more approachable.
Huh. Okay, worth a try. And quickly, what about background noise?
Oh, definitely noise control. Try to call from somewhere quiet, no TVs, radios, loud colleagues, traffic noise if you can help it. It's just unprofessional and makes it hard to understand you.
Got it. Quiet space, clear voice, maybe a smile. So what needs to actually be in the message content?
Right, the essential components. First, a clear introduction. State your full name and your company name right at the beginning.
Don't assume they know who it's me is.
Never assume. Some even suggest repeating your name twice on a first call just to help it register. And please make sure you can pronounce the recipient's name correctly. Starting with a butchered name is not great.
Oof, yeah. Bad start. Okay, named company, then what?
Then state your purpose concisely. Get to the point. Why are you calling? What do you want? Don't make them guess.
Be direct but polite.
Exactly. And this next part is vital. Have a specific call to action, CTA.
What does that mean exactly? Not just call me back.
Preferably not. Call me back is okay, but vague things like let me know are terrible. Be specific. Instead of I'll call you again, I'll call you back on Thursday afternoon to see if we can schedule that demo, guide them to the next step.
Okay, specific CTA. What else?
Mention your availability. If you do want to call back, suggest good times or say when you'll try again. It manages expectations.
Right, and the most important part, probably.
And absolutely, your contact information. And this is where people mess up all the time.
Rushing the phone number.
Rushing it, saying it once, mumbling it. You have to repeat your phone number twice, slowly, clearly. Pause between number groups. Give them time to actually write it down. Or, again, for the transcription software to get it right.
Twice, slowly. Got it. What about emails?
If you leave an email, spell out anything potentially confusing, your name, the company name. Same goes for complex names. Mention your extension if you have one. Make it foolproof.
Okay, that seems thorough. How do you wrap it up?
With a professional closing, something like, I look forward to hearing from you or hope to connect soon sounds better than just hanging up. Say goodbye.
And then just hang up after the beep.
Pretty much. Just hang up after the beep. Most systems work that way. Simple as that.
Okay, so we've covered crafting the message, the delivery, the key info, but you mentioned earlier it's not just the message, it's the strategy around it. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, this is where you can really gain an edge. Let's talk timing.
Great. When's the best time to actually leave that perfectly crafted message?
Well, it's interesting. With voicemail to text, people check messages on their own schedule, so the exact time you call might be slightly less critical than it used to be for getting an immediate listen. But the data still shows some times are better for engagement and callbacks.
Like when?
Early morning, surprisingly, like 6:45 a.m. to 8:00 a.m. Callbacks are apparently about 15% higher then. Maybe people are clearing messages before the day gets crazy.
Before the chaos hits.
Yeah. Mid-afternoon, say 2:00 p.m. to 4:00 p.m. can also be maybe a bit of a lull. And then late afternoon, 4:03 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. actually sees a callback increase of around 19%. People wrapping up, clearing the decks.
Interesting. So when should we definitely avoid calling?
Generally, Monday mornings are tough. Everyone's swamped catching up. And Friday afternoons are often bad, too. People are mentally checking out for the weekend.
Makes sense. What about days of the week?
Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays tend to be the most effective overall.
Okay, good rules of thumb. Now, what about persistence? If you don't hear back, is it okay to leave another message? Or another?
Oh, absolutely. Don't give up after one try. That's a really common mistake, especially in sales. People bail too early.
So how many okay, are we talking like 7 messages?
Some sources suggest 7 to 10 messages, maybe spaced out over a couple of weeks. The absolute key is persistence without being annoying.
Right. There's a line.
There's definitely a line. Don't leave 3 messages in one day. That's just pushy. But a steady, spaced out follow-up shows you're serious but respectful of their time.
Okay, spaced out persistence. And you mentioned something else. A multi-channel strategy. What's that?
Ah, yes. This can be a huge booster. It means following up your voicemail with a text message or an email fairly quickly, like within 5 to 15 minutes.
Why does that help so much?
It's about hitting them on multiple fronts, catering to how they prefer to communicate, and reinforcing the message. Maybe they missed the voicemail or the transcription was wonky. The text or email provides another touch point, another way to see your message and respond easily.
So it increases visibility and convenience.
Exactly. The numbers are pretty compelling. A quick text follow-up can boost response rates by 20–30%. An email follow-up, maybe 10–15%. It just makes your outreach much harder to ignore and easier to act on. It creates this sort of cognitive stack. Your message is there reinforced.
Wow, those are significant bumps. And for prospects who just go totally silent.
Yeah, for those really disengaged folks, there's even the idea of using a final attempt script. Basically a polite message saying, this is your last try, aiming for either closure or maybe sparking one last chance at engagement.
Okay, brings things to a head one way or another. So, wrapping all this up, it really feels like the voicemail, done right, is far from dead. It's actually a pretty nuanced tool.
It really is. And it makes you wonder, doesn't it, in a world leaning so heavily on asynchronous texts and automated messages, could mastering this slightly more personal, albeit old, communication method actually give you a significant competitive edge?
Especially when you layer on those modern tactics like voicemail-to-text awareness and the multi-channel follow-up.
Exactly. And think about the confidence aspect, too. Getting comfortable with your voice, with reaching out directly, overcoming that phone anxiety some people have, that could be a really powerful step for professional growth overall.
Absolutely. So the challenge for you listening is try these tips. Next time you leave a voicemail, be deliberate. Maybe even record yourself first. See if focusing on these details doesn't make a real difference in getting that connection, getting that call back.
Great job today on Just Say It, where every phrase brings you closer to fluency. If you found this lesson helpful, click the bell to never miss an episode and leave a comment sharing your favorite tip. Until next time, keep practicing and just say it.